Welcome students in the class Writing for Multimedia. It is very important to keep in mind that we are working with different platforms. We are writing for print, audio stories or audiovisual of television, graphics, animation and sound will help us to present the story in front of our audience. It doesn't mean that writing for print is same as writing for online. So we have to start writing for online first because all the platforms, whether it is print media or television or any other platform, they are keeping the content, they are preparing the content for online media as well. Audience will not wait for the next day newspaper. He will find the accurate information within seconds and with some clicks. Therefore, every platform, every industry has maintained their presence on online, and we have to learn how to write for online platforms. The lecture will introduce the practical part of writing for multimedia. After learning this lesson, you will able to apply the rules, the guidelines for writing for online platforms. So learn here and apply in your assignment and various aspects. Keep writing, keep learning, and also keep sharing with your friends, your teacher, so that you can be better day by day. Before learning the point-wise guidelines, I would like to share 4 points which every writer, every producer of online should keep in mind. So first of all, journalism is a live and creative field, and in creativity, following the strict rules and regulation might be destroy the essence of a story. Therefore, keep in mind, be flexible, be creative. Point number two, the online platform is almost free. There is no charges in all over world. Therefore, and the number of websites is too much. So audience has lots of plenty of platform. If you will not able to provide the good content, they will immediately leave the platform and will surf somewhere else. Point number three, you have to keep in mind that the audience is coming to you for information, quick update. Therefore, provide updated content with accuracy and in such a fashion so that he has not to move here and there. He has not to read too much to understand what is happening. Point number four, writing for online is little bit different. Writing with comparing to print media, audio or visual. So you as a journalist for online media provide information in such a way so that the audience uh, always refer your website. See, suppose I visited your website first time, I got some information, but you have to provide me something else so that I can remember you, and after some time, whenever I need, I can come again. The first and foremost guideline for writing for online platform is easy and simple sentences. Whenever you write for Bay, the sentence should be small and easy. We should avoid any kind of jargons, complex sentence. One more thing, we should put the crux, the summary of the story in first paragraph. Otherwise, your audience will not get something special, something new in the story, and he will leave your platform. Second most important guideline for writing for online media is interactivity, and this is actually a boon for producers for online media, where you should direct, you should write like chatting with your friend. This will help you to make bonding, to make connection between the producer and consumer of the content. Sometimes it is asked by the organization that you should write your either mail id or twitter handle, so that your audience can give his comment, or he can provide much information about the story. And fourth point is, always write your own profile. Whenever your audience click on the profile or your name, where it is written on the last page, last point, he should a small profile should be written. This profile enhances the credibility of a story. Now, let me give you one example. Suppose you are a student of Galgotias University and you have started writing blog. You mention that you are a student of media and communication studies. This will enhance the credibility. You are a student of Galgotias University. This will also enhance your credibility. Headlines and subhead never being used in print and conventional kind of writing, but in online media, because you have to provide the content quickly, therefore every writer should put this content in subhead. Suppose you have written 500 word story, so divide the 500 story in 5 or 4 chunks and keep them, divide them on the basis of subheading. One more thing I would like to mention, that your headline should attract the attention of your audience. Therefore, to the point, get the point in the headline, get the keyword into your headline. In my previous slide, I have discussed about putting the content in chunks in with the help of subhead. But here I would like to tell little bit more. Suppose you are covering, you are writing story for farmers issues going on this time in Delhi and Punjab, Haryana. So there are various aspects of that story, and if you keep all the aspect in one story, your audience will never read the story because it is too much. Therefore, break these stories in 4 to 5 chunks. If you want to see the BBC coverage, BBC Hindi coverage on this farmer issue, you will find 4 stories related to one story, so that whenever your audience want to read out of 4 the specific story, he can go, he can visit that story. If he has interest to read the another one, he can. So this way you can keep the content is interesting, and your audience will not get bored. Writers should know their target audience, whom you are writing, and their likes, dislikes. Suppose you are writing for farmers, you are writing for college student, you are writing for government employees. So you have to keep in mind the likes, dislikes, their preferences, so that you can grip the nerves of your audience. Number two, I would like also to mention that whenever you write, you direct to your audience. Suppose you are writing a story, you have to write like you are writing. I and you could be used. No third party writing, third person writing. Like in research, we should write for third person. Suppose you means you are present on the top, but you are not participating. But while writing for multimedia, you have to participate. So if something is happening, what you are feeling, your feelings, and what will happen to the audience. So you can use you and I in your stories. Why we should use this? Because this will increase the relationship, the bond between journalist and the audience. Before discussing the usage of multimedia, I would like to tell what is multimedia is. If on one platform you are putting text of newspaper or text, you are also adding photograph, you are sometimes in some story you are putting video, in some story graphs. So because you are using various medias, text, audio story, visuals, graph or graphics, therefore this platform is called multimedia. You are not using one media, you are using multiple media. That's why this called is multimedia. So amateur writer or producer, they prefer to keep everything in one story, which is not correct. Every story is asked for whether text plus photograph or text plus video or video plus photograph and heading, like that. So you have to identify that my story belongs to video plus text. So use that. Don't try to keep all elements in every story. Number one. Number two, because you have lots of time and space as far as new media is concerned, provide limited, cover limited space and provide timely the content. Very few news website harnessing this point bullet and numbers, but let me tell you that every story, if you have this kind of numbers, some points, it is very necessary to keep them in a bullet and number format, because bullet and number increase the scannability of content. Number one. Number two, your audience immediately gets the point. He has not to invest lots of time and energy to know what you have written for. Therefore, always try to put the points in 1, 2, 3, 4 or dot numbers. Number two, you can utilize the keywords. You can highlight the keywords, you can use the keywords. I will discuss in next class what are the keywords and how to use them. Inverted pyramid is a very old style of newspaper writing, where the most important information should come on first paragraph, like pyramid, inverted pyramid. Important details should come after that, and least important or general information should come in the last. Newspaper writers, journalists, they prefer this style because editor remove, decrease this while editing, they remove or decrease the content, and they prefer to go to decrease from last. But this style is also important while writing for multimedia, and for first paragraph you should try to write who, what, when, where, why, and how. Content and paragraph size is very important. Remember the slide where we discussed heading and subhead. This is related with the same guidelines, but there is some difference also. So there are several studies, and the result of those studies is that online audience has no time to read the content word by word and line by line. Therefore, we should decrease the content at least 40%. So, suppose you are writing 1,000 word story for newspaper, you should write 600 story for online platform. Same story. And second point is also very important. We should not write continuously. We should write paragraph wise, and in one paragraph, the one idea should come, not more than one idea. Date and time stamp is necessary for online stories. Otherwise, the audience will keep finding what the update of the story is. At the time of writing update to follow up story, we should keep the story in different headline with link of previous one. Number 3, follow-up stories should be written to make the story complete. If audience searches your story through search engine, he or she will read the updated one without reference. You can see the Times of India story besides on your screen, how they have covered the story of farmers strike in Delhi today. Various websites available on internet, Coursera, and of course multimedia journalism by Taylor Francis is referred to prepare this PPT. Thank you students for patiently listening me, and if you have any query you can write to my mail id aram.pandey@galgottiauniversity.edu.in, or you can reach out to my office or the number written on the screen. Thanks.